Good morning. So at this point, all of us should be in the same unit and doing the same thing and working on the same thing. So as you can see, we have 6 more units in this course, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. And we are going to do one research paper that the final draft is due in Unit 12, and then one research paper where the final draft is due in Unit 15. So for this unit, Unit 10, I wanted to give you some proper video instructions so that you'll know exactly how to do it. You're going to be very tempted not to watch this video and to just turn it off and just do your best. But you're really going to learn more if you will watch and listen to this video and let me actually teach you rather than just sending you instructions on how to do something. Most of us are at least audio learners, if not audio visual learners. So your discussion this week is reviewing parenthetical citations. And I did change it to 40 points so that some of you can earn some more points because it is a little extensive, but it's not bad if you'll take it slow. And I've put little lines between each bit so you'll take it slow. So let me just go through this with you and then you'll be totally good on doing this. And if you don't do it right in your discussion, I'm going to know you didn't watch this video, so watch the video and learn. So you're told to study this information carefully and then do the exercises at the bottom. And this is absolutely true. Parenthetical citations are the most confusing element for most first-time research paper writers, but they don't have to be if you will just remember these 2 rules. In your parenthetical citation, and please remember that parenthetical just means parentheses. It just means that the information goes in parentheses. So just remember that what goes in those parentheses is the author's last name of the source that you're referring to and a page number, if there is one, okay? Now, if there is no author, you're going to use the title of the article or the web page or whatever you're looking at. And that title goes in quotation marks. And it still goes in parentheses, which is totally weird. And of course, a page number if there is one. So you really just have 2 rules here. That's not bad at all. All right, so I've given you some examples of sentences that I found from sources. If I were writing a summary of Harry Potter, this is a sentence that I got from page 22 of the book that I'm rereading right now. And the sentence is, fortunately, Hagrid found Harry in Knockturn Alley just as some rather sketchy folks were beginning to approach him. And we found that in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on page 22. So you've got the author's last name and then the page number 22. You'll notice there is no comma here. There's no punctuation here. And you'll also notice that the period goes after that parenthetical citation. Same way down here. That's very consistent. All right. Now, this one is from a different source. Despite the rumors, both menacing and quite witty, Rowling's new book is not about cross-dressing characters who are slasher villains. And that is from an article entitled, What Rowling's Latest is Really About. And there's no author for that article. And that is why I didn't use the author's name, because I didn't have one. And your author has to be a person. This is very important. Some of your websites, even like National Geographic, even good websites, will not have an author. And you can't just put National Geographic writers. You know, it has to be an actual human person with a real name. So keep that in mind. All right, and then we have our work cited. And this is the book that I found that sentence out of. And then this is the article that I found this information out of. And this looks really complicated, but you guys, all I did was copy it from TEL. I copy and pasted it. That is the wonderful thing about TEL. It will give you the information straight from the bottom of the page and you never have to cite it. Oh my gosh, it will save you hours of work, because that's another thing that first year research paper writers struggle with, is formatting those sources into MLA format. Books are easy. Books, you just need the author, the title, the company, the city if it's listed, and then the year that it was written. I mean, those are easy, but look at all the crazy stuff in this one. You don't want to have to write that out on your own. So just copy it from TEL, okay? All right, so I gave you some examples. I gave you the rules, and then your instructions are here. Click on each link and find a practice source for a paper. Paraphrase any one sentence. Paraphrase means to put in your own words. So paraphrase any one sentence from the article. Scroll to the bottom of the article and paste the works cited information, which looks like this. And then write a proper parenthetical citation for each source to include at the end of the sentence. So write one of these, correctly formatted for that source. If you don't remember how to correctly format them for the source, there are rules right here. There are examples right here. Okay. All right. And here are the links to those articles. I'm going to go ahead and click on one. All right. So here we have the title of the article. Oh, there's an author. Okay. I don't see any page numbers, so we're not going to worry about that. But when I scroll to the bottom, look at this. Right there. There it is. So beautiful. And to copy that, you can right click on your mouse and click copy, or the short key on your keyboard is Control C. Control C will copy that for you. Okay. And then you can just paste it in. And remember, since we don't have the author's since we don't have page numbers, we're just going to use Seltzer in parentheses with a period after. See, you listened for so long, you listened for 7 minutes that I practically did number 1 for you. Okay? All right, I hope this helps. I know some of you are going on fall break next week, so if you could get this out of the way this week, you could really enjoy your fall break and not worry about doing any homework. So remember, this is a discussion. Discussion posts are due Wednesday, and then you have to respond to your classmates by Saturday. They will absolutely close Saturday night at midnight, and I do not reopen them because this is essentially your attendance for the course is participating in this discussion. So make sure you get those done on time. And usually in the title of the discussion, let's see, can I go back? Usually in the title of the discussion, I tell you what when it's actually due. So like discussion 9, see it says due 10/7. Discussion 8. Sometimes I put when it's due, but it's always, always, always due. Like it will close Saturday night. Okay. All right, so that's information for your discussion. I'm going to do a separate video for your complete for Unit 10, which is simply preparing for your rough draft, which we will write next week because we like to do things in little steps so that I just don't chunk a paper at you and say, here's your paper, do it. Okay. All right, so please watch this video and have a great week.